Hello, chismosas y chismosos, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. We are on Tina Faelz Part 2. Tina Marie Faelz was a freshman at Foothill High School. When Amador Valley High School reached its maximum capacity for students, Foothill High School was born in 1973. Their first students were only freshmen, and each year they would add a new class. The school had a smoking section for the students, even though legally you could not buy cigarettes until you were 18 back then. Now, the legal age to purchase cancer sticks is 21 years old. The kids who walked to school would go across the freeway. It became a problem, and the California Highway Patrol came to the school and told the principal that they had to stop the kids from running across the freeway because it was dangerous. Kids were told to stop running across the freeway, but they didn't say anything about being prevented from going underneath. There was an 8x10 tube that went underneath the 680 freeway, big enough to walk through. It was dark and spooky, and you could hear the drops of water. You could feel and hear the cars driving above. It soon became a popular shortcut for the school kids. Tina wasn't your typical girly girl. She liked climbing trees, she was sporty, and liked doing stunts on her bike. Kids called her gay and Tina the Tuna. They would throw rocks at her. Bullying got so bad she once rode her bike and made over 10 miles to Castro Valley, where her dad lived, and told him about it. Tina discovered the shortcut, and despite her parents urging her to take the bus, she refused to avoid the bullies and kept walking to school. Tina's mom was one of the regulars at the Poppy Lounge, a local bar that remains open to this day on Hop Yard Road in Pleasanton. It is said that because Shirley liked to party, she didn't always wake up on time to take the kids to school. Tina would often get detention because she was tardy. She didn't mind. It seemed like a small price to pay in comparison to the bullying that she was experiencing. She missed first period, and she missed getting picked on. In a school assignment where students were instructed to write out their 4-year plan, Tina said she wanted to become an actress or a real estate agent. Tina wrote about her plan to attend Chabot College, a community college located in Hayward, California. Tina Marie Faelz was last seen alive at 3 p.m. on April 5, 1984, making her way through the popular shortcut from school through a trail that led to a drainage ditch under the 680 freeway. Tina never made it to the tunnel. A truck driver lugging his trailer through the 680 freeway south found Tina's lifeless but still warm body laying on the side of the road. Bewildered by the sight, the truck driver got back onto the 680 freeway, took the Bernal Avenue exit, made a right, and stopped at the Alameda County Fairgrounds to get to a payphone and dial 911. Around the same time, kids walking home from school discovered her body too. They ran back to the school in horror, screaming that there was a dead body. One of the first people Pleasanton police looked into was Keith Fitzwater. He was dating Tina's mom, Shirley, and recently had been spending too much time alone in Tina's room. On at least one occasion, he came into Tina's room at night and tried to sexually assault her. And although Tina told her mom about the incident, Shirley did not believe her and refused to kick him out. Rumors about the truck driver who found her body also spread through the community. But it was not him. After checking out his route, officers checked out his story. The Pleasanton Police Department looked into hundreds of people that surrounded Tina and her home. John Anderson was one of them. He was a buddy of Keith Fitzwater. They met while doing time at Santa Rita Jail in Dublin. John Anderson had a solid alibi of being physically at work during the murder, and he was cleared. A hitchhiker and a student with a blue backpack were also checked out. On the night of the murder, Drew Faelz spent the night at a friend's house. When he came back home, he knew something was wrong because his dad was at his mom's house, and they had been divorced for years now. They told him Tina was gone. Steve Faelz was outraged by Tina's senseless murder because he had lost a bitter custody battle where he thought the kids should live with him because he was remarried and had a stable job. He believed he could provide a better home life for the children. On April 6, 1984, the Alameda County coroner, Dr. Thomas Rogers, listed the manner of death as a homicide caused by 44 stab wounds. There was no evidence of sexual assault. It would be 28 years until the public would know the actual amount of stab wounds Tina suffered. An April 21st, 1984 Oakland Tribune article, Pleasanton Police Chief William Eastman told the press that they had a person of interest, a man who was not named, that did not reside in Pleasanton. This article incorrectly reported that Tina was stabbed 14 times because that is what the police chief told them. The press was also told and reported that they had eliminated anyone at Foothill High School and theorized that the perpetrator was someone Tina knew. The reward was set for a record-breaking $25,000 to anyone with information regarding her case. To put things into perspective, I did just cover another case in the 80s about a 14-year-old girl named Christina Buriel that was found raped and burned in Tucson, Arizona. Christina Marie Buriel, and the reward money for her case was listed at $2,500. And a March 24, 1984 Oakland Tribune article reports Pleasanton Police Lieutenant Mike Stewart said that they had no leads with regards to Tina's case and that every day that went by increased the chances of even the killer dying. In January of that year, someone called the Faelz residence in 1984, saying they knew who killed Tina. Lieutenant Stewart reported that it was just some, quote, dopers mouthing off. It was easy to identify Tina. She had her name written on books. Also, back in my day, we had physical textbooks and sort of a history where the book was, where you would physically write down on the front or back of the physical book the name of the student. So you would write your name and the year. It was a very busy day and authorities consider it a fluke. No one saw the murder. Authorities also found a purse belonging to Tina along nearby her body on a tree. Foothill High School admittedly had a problem consistently keeping track of their students' attendance. They took Tina's murder as a wake-up call in that regard. They didn't know what classes Tina was in that day, 6th or 5th period, it was unclear. 2 or more female students had threatened Tina at lunch. Since she was late, she was written up and given detention. Tina skipped detention to avoid the mean girls.